Hi guys, welcome back to WD18, the Watford fan channel. Today we're going to be looking at Mr. Marco Silva, who has been appointed as Everton manager on a 3-year contract after early on in the season getting sacked by Watford as their head coach after the Leicester game back in January. It's taken a while for him to get appointed as Everton manager. It was going to happen. We all knew it. It was 10 games in when Marco Silva thought to himself, you know what, I'm going to jump ship here. I've signed a 2-year contract with Watford, but let's end it. Under Marco Silva, Watford had that really poor run of form when the Everton interest kind of came about. Obviously, there was a really notable press conference. It was just prior to the Newcastle game, I believe, where we won 3-0 on the day. I'm pretty sure 99% of Watford fans remember where he was saying, when the reporter was asking him, can you clear up your future, he was denying, he was not letting anyone know about it. He was denying the rumours, and when the reporter, the main thing when the reporter asked, it was from Sky Sports, he asked, can you confirm you're going to be staying at Watford for the fans? And he said, I'm not here to talk about that. He just kept kind of brushing it aside, sweeping it under the carpet and just going, I want a contract in the next game. As a Watford fan, that hurts. I don't know about you guys, but that hurts a little bit that he didn't really, his heart wasn't in it from the start. Because I really did back Marco Silva when he came in last year and last May. I really thought he was the man to take us forward. I thought he was the special one from a Watford perspective, because he brought a brand of football that we hadn't seen in a while. Me as a fan who's been going for over 11 years hasn't seen for a while. Probably the best football, if not in those first 10 games or so that I've seen at Watford. To completely go on that run of form, be 4th in the league after Arsenal. We were all looking at European football, booking our flights to Lithuania and Montenegro, or wherever it's going to be. And then in the end, it just didn't pan out that way. It didn't go the way we wanted it to. And Marco Silva was sacked after the Leicester game. It was January the 21st, and the day after the Leicester game, which was January the 20th. And it was just a bad state of affairs. Watford did get the decision right in their club statement. They said how it was due to an unwarranted approach by an unnamed Premier League club, stuff like that. They were getting involved, kind of tapping him up, as I've said before. But Watford definitely did make the right decision. Marco Silva, I believe, would have taken us down if he had stayed as Watford head coach and stayed on in and around the club. But it just became a little bit toxic with him there. The players didn't know if he was going. The players didn't know if he was staying. The players weren't really playing for him. It was just awful. It was chaotic. No one really knew what was going on, and it was the good thing to do for Gracia to kind of stable the ship and see us through to not get relegated from the Premier League. I don't think anyone could deny that. I don't think Watford fans are denying the fact that Marco Silva is a very, very good manager. Tactically, he's very aware. Modern manager and a modern head coach. He adapted to life really well at Hull. Did well with a poor squad, played some great brand of football, and then came to Watford and we saw a bit of the same. But the one thing I have with Marco Silva, and it's happened before apparently when he was at Sporting Lisbon to Olympiacos, he has a problem with his persona and his personality. He's very arrogant, and if any Everton fans are watching this, then it's good to have a little bit of arrogance, but you've got to back it up with performances on the pitch. And at the start, he could be arrogant. He could have a bit about him. But when the performances aren't going right and he still has a bit of an ego, that's when you have a problem. And if, like I said, if any Everton fans watch this, then I'd be a little bit aware of that. They've signed him on a 3-year contract, so we'll have to see how that goes. And Watford did sign him on a 2-year contract. That's the annoying thing. Watford and I think the Pozzos and Gino and Duxbury all thought to themselves, you know what, Marco Silva could take us onto that Europa League height. But it wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. And maybe he wasn't the right man to take us forward. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I think the actual tactics and the way he played football was the man the Pozzos and Duxbury were looking for. But actually the persona and the personality of the man wasn't. It was inevitable. Fair play to Everton. If they think he's the right man to take them forward, then be my guest. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see how he does as Everton manager. He's got big boots to fill. It's probably his last chance as a Premier League manager. A little bit of the same old with Marco when he talked to the Everton media. He kind of said the exact same things and just replicated what he said when he joined Watford about the ambition, etc. So, yeah, if you're an Everton fan, be a little bit careful. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see how Marco Silva does as Everton manager. Let me know your thoughts on the appointment down down in the comment section below. As I said, I made this video to give a Watford perspective on the appointment. Leave a like if you do enjoy these sorts of videos. Don't forget to subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next video.